Welcome back to Bauer Beauty. So today I'm going to be going through my makeup drawer. I'm relocating for the summer and fall back up north. There's just so much to do up north in the summer. So because I'm relocating, I'm gonna attempt to be organized for the first time in my life. And I am packing, let's see, 4 days in advance. This is one of these old school Victoria's Secret bags, and it's probably 20 pounds. Packing my car full of all my things, and then I'm shipping my car. And then I'm just taking a suitcase on the plane with me on a one-way flight. All of my stuff that's going in my suitcase are the things that I will need immediately. And all the things that are going in my car are things that are not urgent. I separated that bag into 6 piles. We have blush, highlighter, bronzer. We have primer, concealer, and setting products. So we have skin tints, and we have lips. And then I've got another bag, which is all the products that I'm kind of actively using. So I want to start with skin tints. Let's just go through these. I forgot I had this. This is the Neutrogena Compact, Healthy Skin Compact. I use this on my neck and chest. It's SPF 55. I don't know why, I just love it on my neck and chest over my face. I feel like it's a little bit heavy on my face, but on my neck and chest, it's stunning. I apply it with a brush, and it makes sunscreen application fun. And also because it's makeup, it like makes your whole neck and chest look really airbrushed and pretty, and it's SPF 55, so it's really easy to carry this around with you and reapply during the summer, especially like in the car. You always forget that the sun is like beating down on you, so this is really nice and easy to keep around, because sometimes sunscreen reapplication in this area can be really annoying if it's like a liquid and you're trying to rub it in. But this cream is very easy to use, and I love it, and I didn't even know I had it here. I almost bought another one at the store the other day because I had no idea I had it here, and I just love it so much. These Chanel Le Beiges Freshwater Tint, I'm obsessed. I just literally don't use it. I haven't used it in so long because I'm always experimenting with new stuff, but this product is unreal. If you don't know what the Le Beige, I don't know how you say it, Le Beiges water tint is, it's like a water with pigment bubbles that break as you massage them in, and literally it's water thin, which is why I like it. So do you see how the pigment starts to break? It just looks like it transforms your skin. It doesn't look like makeup on the skin. And then the water dries down. When the water dries down, it kind of gets absorbed into your face and makes your skin look really beautiful, like it just had a big drink of water, and then you have a nice tint. It is so perfect. It is fragranced. I don't mind it though. It's so perfect for like daily use if you want to use it during the day, or for me it's enough coverage to even use at night. So yeah, I love them, but I don't need them right now. Your Skin But Better by IT Cosmetics in multiple colors, 20.5 and 22. I love this product. It's a very, very watery, thin. It's like a common denominator between most of the foundations I like. Very watery thin and really good at airbrushing. You see how thin that is? Holy moly, that is thin. Sometimes I forget how good these products are. I'm just constantly trying new stuff. This is gorgeous. It is so beautiful. The more watery the foundation I find, the better it blurs texture and the more comfortable it is and the more natural you look. So I like products that are good for day or night. This product is really nice, just bounced on top of sunscreen with a beauty blender. It just airbrushes, looks beautiful. Most of these products, that's kind of how they operate. It's like on top of sunscreen. You could dress it up a little bit, but they're just really useful for daily use. Okay, so Dior Dream Skin Perfect Skin Cushion, is that what it's called? Fresh and Perfect Cushion. Actually, I haven't used this in a while. This is even lighter than the Chanel. This is over a year old. Maybe I should get rid of it. No, I shouldn't get rid of it because I have another cushion somewhere. Ooh, it still works. So I love this. It is thinner than water. It is the most thin formula. I have a couple videos applying this on camera. Let's see if I can apply it here for you. Do you see? It's just very, oh my God, it's insane. So it just makes your skin look genuinely perfect. It is really no coverage. It's very, very light coverage. What it's doing is it's blurring texture and just improving your complexion and any pigment in the skin, so it just looks like I just put it right here. It's so freaking gorgeous. Oh my God, I forgot how pretty this was. So yeah, I just applied it right here and it's so gorgeous. I forgot how amazing it is. It's the most natural ever. Next, these are two foundations that I don't really use. This is probably the most full coverage product I'm gonna show you today. This is the Hourglass Soft Glow Foundation. It is definitely a medium coverage. It does blur the skin, but the thing is anything with higher opacity, it's gonna emphasize texture. That's how it is for me anyways. So even though that this is blurring, and it is blurring, it's a little bit thicker, creamier consistency, as you can see, going to emphasize texture just a hair. But it is really, really nice if you like more medium coverage. Yves Saint Laurent Bare Look Tint. This is stunning. Okay, let me show you this. This is like a water bubble. You get it out, it's literally like a bubble of water. It's the most hydrating product. And it's water thin. Do you see how it spreads out? Literally water thin. But unfortunately, this is not my color. I literally was able to use it like 2 times before I was like, oh, I'm too dark for this. Damn it. This formula is insane. Oh my God. It's just so hydrating. It's so hydrating. It's literally all water. It feels oil-free. It feels like one of those oil-free moisturizers. You know, when something's oil-free, it's going to contain a lot of water. And so it's just like this injection of water into the skin cells, and it just looks so good. 3 different hydro boosts. Is this necessary? Oh yeah, we have 3 different hydro boosts. Well, you know, this is one of my favorite foundations of all time. So we have 3 colors. This one is definitely too dark. This isn't too dark. This is the one I bought when I was like really tan. But the thing is, it's okay as far as the darkness goes, but it's just too warm. But this formula is gorgeous, so I will swatch it for you if you aren't familiar. This is like one of my most recommended products. The only issue is their color range is very limited. They have like 5 colors. So this is like it starts off as like a whipped texture, but as you can see, it blurs out to like a very, very thin, stunning, beautiful, like flawless finish. And because it's hydro boost and it has hyaluronic, it really helps to plump up the epidermis transiently. So I bought this last summer just to try it out. I actually like this foundation. It's $5, which is what makes me really like it. I just bought it in this darker version too. It's really not that much darker, but it is the matte version and it is slightly darker. This is definitely too light for me. But I bought this because I wanted something like for my neck and chest area that was matte that I could put on as a makeup. And so I figured, why not? It's literally $5. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh, that's a good color, because I wanted something, you know, that matched my self tanner. Yes, this is kind of exactly what I wanted. Just something that was gonna match my self tanner that I could put on my neck and chest. Coverage is kind of light, but it's really pretty. Yeah, it's the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. So I'm gonna take the dark one with me, but I definitely don't need the light one. L'Oreal Infallible. This is one of the best foundations at the drugstore. Like it's so freaking good. It's watery thin. This is in the color 420. It is so watery thin and again, blurring. Gorgeous. It's between light and medium coverage probably. It's definitely not medium coverage, but it's a little bit more than light coverage. It's like light plus. So that's the perfect amount of coverage for me, and it just helps to literally blur texture. And as you can see, that's what I look for in all foundations. Okay, this is a random product that I bought and don't even know if I've ever used. Revlon BB cream. Sometimes I'm afraid to experiment. And this is an SPF 30 BB cream from Revlon that Jenny has never tried. Ooh, it's very creamy. It's very creamy. I don't like creamy products. See, sometimes I just have an instinct about a product. But this is like, it's very creamy, but it's drying down like a moisturizer and it's absorbing like a moisturizer, which would make sense since it's a BB cream. It looks really pretty. I don't know if it has scent, but it has SPF 30. I forget if I said that. This is in shade 010 light. But it looks kind of promising on the hand. It's like not too oily, It's not as thin and watery as some of the other products I've shown you, but this is more of like a BB cream. So I think it's meant to be like, obviously a tinted moisturizer. It has sunscreen. It didn't seem to be greasy at all, and it says it's a skin perfector. Okay, this is the Chantecaille in Alabaster. I think I used this once and then I was like, I hate it. But maybe I applied it the wrong way. Like, a lot of people like this product, and it is called an oil-free gel foundation, which sounds like it would be right up my alley. And I love the texture of it. It's just like a very buoyant texture. So maybe I need to give this another shot. I'll show you what it looks like though. Oh yeah, it's very, the thing is it's kind of creamy, but it is kind of creamy, but it's kind of gorgeous. Even though it's creamy, it's blending out to look very natural. I'm not gonna say it's the best, but it's worth another shot. It's worth another shot. Should I try it on right now? On this side, since this side is not touched. Ooh, this is kind of pretty. It's definitely too light. That's the thing. I had a lapse of judgment last summer, and I bought all these skin products that are too light. All these skin tints that are too light. So this is kind of greasy. Ooh. Yeah, it's kind of greasy and sitting on top of the skin, which is exactly what I experienced last time too. So I guess we'll see if it dries down. But as of now, I think this was like $70. Okay, this is one of the best skin tints that I love, that is more prestige, not drugstore. This is Estee Lauder Double Wear Sheer Tint. Is that what it's called? Sheer Long Wear Makeup Broad Spectrum SPF 19. Obviously we know that doesn't really do much, but it's nice to have a little extra protection. But this is so beautiful. Very thin and watery. I did buy this in the proper tone for my self-tanning self, but it's one of the very watery, sheer, blurring type of skin products that I really am obsessed with. It's really gorgeous. I haven't used this in a while. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I forgot how pretty it is. It's very good at blurring. That will dry down to a matte texture. It is definitely not greasy at all whatsoever. I didn't forget about that, but sometimes you just forget how good something is, you know? Okay, Rare Beauty foundation in 130N. This is surprisingly, even though it's watery, it's surprisingly like emphasizes texture, unfortunately. So I keep trying to like it because it's maybe the thinnest of all time. It definitely spreads, it has a little bit more of like an oil feeling to it, or a velvety feeling to it, than some of the other watery ones. But it just tends to like emphasize texture on the skin than some of these other ones. But you know, maybe I need to try it again. It dries down to like a powder finish, so it's just a luminous finish. It's not oily, and maybe that's why it emphasizes texture a little bit, because it does dry down to like kind of a powder. So we only got a few more in here. Holy crap, we have a few more in here. Okay, we have the Saie Slip Tint, which is an SPF 30. You couldn't possibly, 35, you couldn't possibly apply enough of this to get the coverage. You need to wear, in my opinion, you probably need to wear sunscreen under it. I do not use this product. It is so greasy, girlfriend. Look at how it's already so creamy. Do you see how this is so creamy? It looks like a mirror. You can't see any skin through it. So some of you girls like that, but I definitely don't. It might look good at first. But give me like an hour or two, especially in the heat, and my skin will be so oily and textured, it's just not usable for me. So like, I can use this on my cheeks as highlighter, which I don't ever do because I have other liquid highlighters if I wanted one. Yeah, so I really don't use this, and I just keep it for charity's sake. For charity. That's what I keep it for. Okay, this is the Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free Stick Foundation. So anything that's shine free, you had me at hello. But I just don't use this. I don't know why. It's like, I have a vision for it. I don't use it. It's like, I don't want to take the risk with it. I think if I swatch it and it's not exciting to me, I just never go back to it. I wonder if this will look good under the eyes. We can see right now. I don't like concealer. Oh, it's horrible. Horrible, horrible. Oh my God, it's so bad. It's so bad. Keep holding on to this again for charity. Okay, L'Oreal True Match Lumi. This is an OG. This is an OG. You can't tell me that you didn't ever have this. Did you ever have this? Because I had to repurchase this recently because I'm like, I just have to re-experience it because it was my go-to. Like before the makeup craze, makeup renaissance in 2014, 2015 on YouTube, like everyone was using this. Every single girl was using this, I believe. And this was definitely my go-to. It's a nice watery gel foundation. It's got pretty much light to medium coverage. And it is really pretty on the skin. It's still not too bad, but I don't know, as you can see, it's not the right color, but it's also showing us a little bit of texture. To some of these other formulas, they're just more advanced now. This one is not going to be my favorite, but I did just want to try it and re-experience it. Okay, this is brand new and I already don't like it. This is the Revlon Illuminance foundation. It's not bad, it's just not great, or maybe I need to wear it a different way. This is just not the best. It's like I have so many that it just has to be better than what I have, otherwise I'm not inspired to use it. So this is a little bit creamier of a texture than I normally like. Even though it's not oily, it doesn't dry down oily. It really dries down pretty matte. It looks pretty blurring at first, but throughout the day, it just didn't wear the greatest. I did make a separate video on this the other day, by the way, if you are interested, it's on my channel. So it is light to medium, so it's not too opaque or too much coverage. It still kind of looks like natural skin. It's just that texture is slightly emphasized because of the fact that this is not as thin and watery as I like. Okay, we have just a couple more left. We have the Dr. Jart Tiger Grass Camo Drops and Color Correcting Cream. This is one of my go-tos for those days, like let's say you want to be the most natural you could possibly be, but you want your skin to look flawless. This is your go-to. So this is a color corrector and it's like a really flawless color corrector. It is green and it's watery thin, as you can see, and it just turns beige. The only thing with this is you have to have the perfect skin tone for it. So my skin happens to be the perfect skin tone for this. I'm kind of like, I have red undertones and I'm neutral. So when you neutralize those red undertones, I become beige. And that's exactly what this does. You have to have the right skin tone for this, but if you do, then this is genuinely flawless. Like it makes your texture look so smooth somehow. It like evens out pores, any type of texture on the skin is minimized, and it just looks like your skin. There's like no coverage. It's like, you know, there's no coverage. It's like it just kind of denoises. It's just makes your skin look like you have amazing skin. It's unbelievably good. 3 more and then I need a break. This is the Tarte Hydroflex Serum Foundation. It's kind of old at this point, but it's so good. I don't know if I'm gonna throw it away. It's, as you can see, it's the wateriest of them all, the fairest of them all. This is so gorgeous. Again, blurs texture and just makes your skin look super flawless. Obsessed with this product. I just haven't used it in forever. That's the status with all of these. I really haven't used them in forever. This is a Super CC blurring CC cream by Physicians Formula. I did use this a few times. It's interesting. It's like, need to shake it up. Okay, let's see if it comes out now. So it's kind of like a little bit of a cream product, but when you spread it out, it gets more moussey. It feels like a blurring primer, you know, that silicone feeling. And as you can see, it goes almost matte, but it is luminous. This actually does blur the skin. I mean, it's a little bit of a thicker consistency, but it's made up of more silicones, and silicones are very blurring, and it offers you like a little bit of a tint too. So this is like a really fun product. I love the packaging too. It's really nice. Bitch, last and least, this is the Caliray Free Dreaming Skin Wellness Diffusing Tint. Now, this product had potential. It's thin and it's watery, as you can hear, but I bought it like 12 shades too dark. It's kind of laughable. Maybe I should use it as a self tanner. Maybe I should use it as a bronzer. I don't know, but this is what, oh wow. It's coming out so watery, which should be a good thing. But I don't know, when it spreads out, it's very pigmented and it almost gets more creamy as you spread it out. So I kind of want to try it again. It's just, I had higher expectations for how watery it was, and it's a little bit dark for me. I bought it in a shade, probably a shade or two too dark. So that's what it looks like. It's a little bit it shows a little bit too much texture for how thin it is. It should blur a little better. So it leaves like a luminous finish. Possibly it got oily too. I don't know. I just didn't have a good experience with it, mostly because of the tone, but I think also because of the texture and the greasiness. I don't know. So that's all of my skin tint. So stay tuned for part 2, where I'll go through more of my things. And leave a comment and like this video and say hello. Let me know where you're coming from. If you're new here, please subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.